Suzi here, and today we're playing King Arthur Legends Rise. For today's video, we have a whole lot to go over. We have a new hero, we have new events, and we have patch notes, and a whole bunch of other little notes along the way. Okay, so it's like where to start. There's so much. I think we'll start with the main patch notes and bug fix stuff, and then we'll kind of just go in order, like with the events, with the hero, and all of that as well. So one note that's ahead of time, just letting you guys know the creator support. So if you guys are supporting a creator, this is something you're gonna have to keep regularly re-upping. So don't forget. All right, so this is the way it's going to work. They do it by seasons, so the pre-season will end on the 15th, and then after that, your support will end. So anything you are doing to support a creator, being a supporter number, or the benefits from the revenue share, that's no longer going to count for a creator at all, which means you also will not get your lovely free promo codes every mission unless you rejoin with a creator. So that's unfortunate, but apparently the way it works, unless I'm just reading this wrong, but it seems like the support period will end and you need to extend your support. So starting... Oh, the support extension starts tomorrow. That's why they're telling it. Okay. I might make a separate video on this just to explain it better and focus on this specifically, but when you go to the creators page, like my link that's in every top of the description and the pinned comment, you'll have a button that says extend support. So you have to continue that beyond to still be a supporter. So that's point number 1. All right, now let's go to the official patch notes, which we know are always jam-packed. There are hero balances, there's event announcements, there's all sorts of stuff, so I'm a little bit scared, but let's do it. All right, so the new events are, of course, the legendary hero Gilroy Raid Up Summon. New heroes will only be available through the Raid Up Summon, will not be possible to obtain him through other summoning tickets, like the legendary hero summoning tickets, hero summon tickets, rare to legendary tickets, etc. They will announce when they will be added in-game. New relics will only be available in the Raid Up Summon, which apparently just means we can only get the one they come with for now. I have no idea how we can get the other relics for Vivian or Uera, you know, that sort of stuff either. Alright, so the events now as well. Raid Bounty with Eldry, just like we expected. The gold collecting event, arena challenge event, and Camelot special night training event. There's also some sort of special login event. So let me go ahead and pull up those things. All right, so they have details on this Camelot special night event here in the forum, but let's see what we get to actually see in game. So Camelot's special night training. Okay, we can see everything. Or no, we can't. You can't see the days to come. Okay, so I got you guys. Don't worry. So you can see day 1 and you complete the tasks, right? Which is silly because it's like, do the basic main story. Don't make us do that again on normal. Why? This is like only for new players. But there are stuff every single day. So this is going to be like extended dailies with extended rewards. So I am all for that. And kind of, I guess this will maybe make people like remember to work on their story if they stopped. But we do have all the details. So in the forums, under the ongoing events, which you could see here, I always have the forums linked in my descriptions as well, if you guys need the link. So you're going to get up to 5 special summoning tickets when you clear all of the missions. Ooh. Plus everything else along the way. So keepsakes, belts, orbs, and banners will not count toward crafting equipment, obtaining equipment, and enhancing equipment missions. Oh, that's good to know. So when they say equipments, they do not mean keepsakes. Just again, reiterating that. Even though it's under the equipment tab technically, yeah, whatever. All right, so day 1 we can see. Day 2 is going to be the, all right, Yaskaleg, Burning Land, Plane of Beasts, floor 3, purchasing items from the equipment shop, and crafting equipment. And then that's the 3 equipment things they mentioned. Crafting, obtaining, and enhancing equipment. Day 3, it's going to be the main story, chapter 4, 5, 6. And then a normal. And then leveling up heroes, advancing heroes, leveling up passive skills. Oh, guys, so this is really important. If you are going to work on your heroes and you have, oh god, you might have to use some of those reset tokens, but if you're about to work on leveling anyone up, might want to wait to do it with this event. This is 3 days from now though, so debatable if you want to wait that long. All right, clear Nestga Yaskleg 4. All right, so Yaskleg, Burning Land, Plane of Beasts 5 for day 4, purchasing more from the shop, and crafting again. That was day 4, yeah. Day 5 is normal story 7, 8, 9. And then leveling up heroes, advancing, and awakening. So every other day is going to be this rotation of like doing grinding, like for dungeons and crafting equipment related type stuff. And then alternating with working on your heroes, leveling them up, awakenings, passive skills, etc. So that's going to be, yep, every other day is just going to be that rotation. So I guess you probably don't even need to overly worry about this document. Just know that it's going to be all about doing main story battles, which you need to farm them anyway. So that's not too bad having to do extra. And then leveling up heroes and advancing, which is a lot that they're expecting. It sounds weird, but like, why would you work on 200 levels when like all your heroes are already mostly leveled up? There's going to be accounts that cannot level up any heroes 200 times because they already have done that. Oh god, I don't know how I feel about this. It's a little bit messy, but we might have to use those reset tokens, so purchase those from the shop if you haven't already. So the other things are obviously showing here in game: the simple gold collecting event, the arena challenge event, and the raid bounty for Eldry. This is the same thing that has rankings with bonus rewards, but the missions are based on, of course, just doing this highest level of Eldry that you can, and then farming it and getting these guys, which these are for the shop that's near the special shop. So if you go in there, oh my gosh, go away, pop-ups. Special shop, armament shop. This is where we get the resources for that. And just a reminder, it's best value to just buy the tickets here, not buy the guarantee here, because, oh, they lowered the price. Never mind. They lowered the price. This was 9,000 tickets before. So this is a great thing to see. They actually adjusted the price to make more sense, because it was stupid. It didn't make any sense. So 6750 divided by 150, right? 45. So still, honestly, I don't know. It still might be more worth it to buy these. I mean, this is a guarantee at least. And then, so that's like going to hitting an early pity at 45. However, you could pull 45 relic summon tickets and get 2 or 3 relics that are legendary. So it's a little bit of a debate if that's really worth the guarantee or not to do those ones first, but that's something we're going to have to debate. All right, now there is one event that's shown in the forums that's not shown here, so that's why I'm making this video. We have the Steam Wishlist achievement event. So they are going to be adding King Arthur Legends Rise to Steam, which is great because a lot of people that use Steam have been confused, thinking the game's not even out yet, but it is. So if you guys prefer Steam, don't worry, it's coming. And they're doing a Wishlist achievement event. So, search for King Arthur, and then you can log into Steam and add it to your wish list. So, apparently there's going to be, rewards will be distributed based on the wish list milestones achieved. So, what distribution will consider all rewards accumulated after achieving the milestone. So, up until the launch on Steam, which it doesn't say what the date is, but until official Steam release, when is that date? Thanks for telling us. But anyway, to be determined for the date. If they hit 100,000 wish list, like adding to your wish lists, we're going to get 10 special summoning tickets, 3 level 3 resource chests, 3 times 100 stamina, and 300,000 gold. So this is just a little community thing. Everyone do it to help support the game. If you have Steam downloaded, even if you're not going to play it on Steam, just go do that. Simple, easy enough to help overall for the community to get some free stuff. All right, and today there was an extra additional note for a bug fix with Claudus. Her Chivalry 8 tier description said the number of turns incorrectly. The correct number of turns is 2 turns as applied normally in-game. It is only the text that was incorrect and said 1 turn. This issue has been fixed. All right, now we're going to go... Oop, let me get this full screen. We're going to go to the actual hero stuff last so we can have a little bit of a deeper look there. I'm going to read through the improvements, bug fixes, and balance adjustments and try to get a good idea of what's going on here. Oh boy, we got another long patch notes like usual. So, Sealed Temple daily challenge attempts. Before they were 5 per day, now they're 6 per day. At least it's a multiple of 3. You could do 3 on one and 3 on another, I guess. I kind of thought they would divide them up and let you have separate counts for each one, but that's better. I'll take it. Arena matching improvements. And then Equipment Dungeon Fortress of Arcellus Monster Cub Dragon Passive 3 improvements. So, we will no longer have that issue with being unable to kill the stupid dragon cubs and having to manual those battles sometimes. So this is really good. Stay tuned. I've been working on mine. I know Otto on Gaming, my husband, he has been doing Arcellus 10. Full auto, 100% free to play. But the Dragon Cup issue would pop up every now and then. It depended on the timings, right? So he will be putting out a video for sure on this as well. Okay, so bug fixes. An issue where the effect of Sarah's Chivalry 8 skill was not applied in Arena. Where Merlin's Frost Relic active skill level 6 stat description was not displayed. When achieving Chivalry 8 with Merlin, the effect of active skill 2 from his Storm Relic would not applied in his first turn. When using Ardoin's passive skill 2, Temptation was granted to the allies, where a focused target would not be granted if the opponent was under buff disruption, and where Hell, main story 3 to 4, or 3-4, Monster Glutton's passive would not activate. Okay, now here's the stuff we're always curious about. Who are they buffing? Who are they nerfing? They just constantly do this, so we've got to get used to it by now. Alright, so Lot. It has a 100% chance to inflict Oblivion for 2 turns with his Frost Relic. That is a buff for Lot's Frost Relic. Awesome. Chivalry 3. It used to just be after an ally attacks, 50% chance to inflict Brainwash on a single enemy for 1 turn. Now it's a 50% chance after an ally attacks to have 100% chance to inflict Brainwash on the target for 1 turn, 100% chance to inflict Depletion on the target for 1 turn, 100% chance to inflict attack increase 3 on the target for 1 turn if they are afflicted with Brainwash. Oh, wow. Okay, so then we have Chivalry 4. It used to grant the ally with the lowest HP amplification for 1 turn. Now, it's an additional effect for Storm Skies, like it says. It does that. 100% chance to grant the ally with the lowest HP amplification for 1 turn, and 100% chance to inflict depletion on 1 random enemy for 2 turns. So they've added this depletion to his kit. And same thing here, more adjustments. Chivalry 8 for Lot is using a skill, it used to be using a skill inflicts eternal damnation on all enemies, and which increased duration of debuffs and normal status and dots. Now it's going to be a 100% chance to trigger eternal damnation on each enemy and 100% chance to decrease each enemy's vigor by 0.5. And then 100% independent chance for each ally to recover 0.5 vigor. Okay, that's a great buff for Lot. All right, now we have Claudus, active skill 2 from her Flame Relic, which is what she comes with as well. Attacks all enemies 2 times. All right, let's see. So she's got an increase of damage from 88% to 100%. And the rest stays the same. So just a little damage boost for Claudus. That's good to see. And then her active skill 3 for her Flame Relic. 100% chance to inflict confusion instead of 90% chance. And an increased damage of 276% up from only 246. Her Chivalry 1. Let's see, got a buff to reduce the enemy's attack gauge by 40% instead of 20%. Her Chivalry 3 has a 35% chance to trigger a hero's attack gauge by 100%. That was the old. So now it's the same. Oh, and they added gain attack increase 1 as well. I like it. All right, in Chivalry 4, she now has the 100% chance to charge attack gauge by 10%. Not only when inflicted with it at normal status. And in Chivalry 8, it used to be just simply changes Cold-Blooded Hunter effects target to allies. It's going to do that, plus 100% chance to grant each ally hit accuracy increase 1 for 2 turns. That sounds great. All right, now we have Gawain. So looks like he is getting a buff as well, which is good because I feel like at first when the games came out, people were like, oh, he's the best AoE damage dealer in the game. But is he? Nobody talks about him now. I think the rares are just as good, if not better. So maybe this will change that. So it looks like they're giving a buff of plus 10% attack instead of just 5% with this Guardian of May, which is his Chivalry 1. Chivalry 3, Blade of Surprise. He's going to have charges this hero's attack gauge by 70% instead of 30%. The rest stays the same. And Chivalry 4, looks like this was a pretty big one. He's getting a damage boost from 346% attack with that extra Flames Decree attack up to 386. 346 to 386. Wave of Frigid Steam, 186% up to 196%, and same thing for the one called Fire Snake Fang. All right. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And Chivalry 8, Solar Wind here. They changed it to, if the target's current HP is 10% or lower when attacking, inflict Solar Wind. So, and then this Solar Wind. Okay, so this is a little bit of a change, maybe a nerf to this one thing, but then they added better stuff like chance to gain attack increase 3 and hit accuracy increase 3 for 1 turn, 100% chance. So very nice. Okay, so that was just Gawain's Chivalry that got a buff. Now we have Clarison, her passive skill, Jaw Twister. Her damage goes up to 1, hits 1 random enemy, 89% attack instead of 83. Her Chivalry 1, Brawler, will also now, let's see, attacks 1 time, hitting 1 random enemy with 89% damage, not just adding the ignore defense. Oh wait, that's what it used to be. Never mind. Well, that's the first part of it. Never mind. Let me look down here. Sorry. Okay, 10% ignore defense now, and 120% damage. So damage and ignore defense increases for her Chivalry 1. Chivalry 8. We have a similar thing here with the first part of the effect, but it looks like the second part of the effect with the attack with Jawbreaker says 120% attack up from only 83% and ignoring 15% defense from just 7. So that's a big change. And also they added 100% chance to inflict attack speed decrease 1 for 1 turn. Like that, for sure. And all of her relics, active skill 2, are going to be changed to give a damage increase with their skill level ups. So it was only like 8%, now they're going to get 14% increased damage or 16% increased damage. Yeah, that's great. So big damage boosts for Clarison as well. And that is all for the changes. So let's look at our new hero. All right, so we do have an event for this, which is exactly what I said I was going to save my summons for last time. Remember, guys? The reason I almost didn't pull for Vivian was because I was hoping it would be Gillian soon. And I knew there would be a rate up summon event again. And sure enough, here it is. You just have to do 60 summons and you get all of these other great rewards along the way. It's definitely worth it if you want the hero. But don't worry about this unless you actually want the hero. Just getting the hero is more important at the end of the day. So don't stress this. But you shouldn't pull on the banner for trying to get the hero unless you're willing to pull 60 summons anyway. So that kind of goes without saying because that is the pity. However, if you want to pull early, if you don't have enough right now, you know these events last for 2 weeks anyway. See if you get the hero. If you don't, pull it, get more later. Sure, whatever. To at least take advantage of getting some of these early rewards. Go for it. Whatever. But don't leave yourself in a position where you could pull 50 times, not get the hero, and then your summons are wasted because these events do not carry over. They do not. So this pity with this guarantee will not transfer. Like if you only pulled 50 from Vivian, you're not guaranteed to get him in 10. That's not how this game works. And again, the rate up info with him is Gawain, Lot, Claudus, and Clarison. Literally all 3 heroes they just buffed and they put them on the banner. That's brilliant, honestly. That's brilliant. I can't even be mad at that. Okay, let's take a deeper look at this character. We're going to take a look at his hero introduction official page as well. He's a Bull's Favor, Attack, Team Leader, HP Consumption, Healing Decay, Vigor Charge, Recovery Disruption, and yeah, Bull's Favor. He's going to be recommended with Gawain. As I forget their name. Why am I forgetting Acolon's name? Clementine as well. And then best against Eldry. And against like other characters like Gillian and Sold, which makes sense because the recovery prevention. But keep in mind the Eldry event just started, so they really are doing a good job this time with timing events together that actually make sense. So I think they're learning. They're getting better. These events together actually all make sense, and their buff even includes the hero. Like that's. Or yeah, the heroes that are buffed on the new banner, though. So that's crazy as it is. All right, here we go. Gilroy. Oh, he looks really cool in game. Wow. Really cool in game. Look at that. That is some great art. Oh, I love it. All right, so let's read his hero introduction. All right, so there's always the clip here, which I usually play, but you know what? It might be a little bit pointless to play because it's just reading his skills, which all it does is show them using their skills at the end of the day. Yeah, there's really no point to watch this because we're just going to read the skills anyway. Ooh, look at the art. I love it. He looks so cool. Hero Gilroy. All right, leader effect. Activates in Frozen Plain and Fortress of Arcellus. It grants all allies effect accuracy increase 20%. Okay. He's Bull and he favors heat. The overview. He's a powerful dealer capable of recovery disruption, blocking the enemy's recovery and applying even higher damage to enemies under recovery disruption. Oh, that's good, because we know how hard it is to kill Eldry. It's slow, right? They have very high defense, so you need to have the defense down. You need to have, or ideally get rid of the defense buff as well. But if we can, and then you're going to have recovery disruption on him anyway, because you don't want Eldry to heal. So it makes sense that this is going to make doing damage against Eldry even better. So already that sounds great to me. I don't think I finished my Eldry, so this is one I might try to do as well. But he should also be strong for PvP against healers. It makes sense. His Relic skills, Corrupted Ice Blades, attacks one enemy 3 times, total damage 87% attack, 60% chance for the last hit to inflict recovery disruption for 2 turns. Chilling Surge, must sacrifice 15% of max HP to use, 100% chance to gain effect accuracy, increase 3 for 2 turns, 100% chance to gain attack speed increase 2 for 2 turns, and 100% chance to charge attack gauge by 100%, which is a 100% chance to, and then a 100% chance to increase each enemy's recovery disruption by 1 turn. Oh, see, this is, and then the ultimate attacks all enemies 2 times. Total damage 154% attack. If the target has recovery disruption, deals additional damage 1 time, which is 64% attack, and then 35% chance to inflict recovery disruption. So this is dumb. They don't think about their kits when they create these characters regarding playing things on auto. It's kind of like you wear it, right? So ideally, you wear it or this guy, you'd want to buff them first with their second skill. And then after you buff them, they start using their main attack that hits harder, right? But you can't make the AI do that in the settings at all. You can prioritize that, okay, always use the 3rd skill, but if you can't use the 3rd skill, use the 2nd skill. But you can't force it to do the 2nd skill, then the 3rd skill. That's not how those priorities work. They really need to work on their skill priorities for auto battles. So it's more than just, yeah, it should be like a rotation. Like it does this, then it does this, then it does, if there, well, you know, whatever. Maybe it always alternates between skill whatever, then this skill whatever. Because this is for 2 turns. I don't know. I like it, but I really wish they... Hopefully, we just see a quality of life improvement with those skill presets in the future, and this will make more sense. But, okay, so the other relics that we cannot acquire now are going to be this Agent of Evil Flame one that looks really cool. So attacks an enemy 3 times, has chances to inflict recovery disruption. The 2nd skill will sacrifice 15% of HP to use, and attacks all enemies with a 100% chance to increase recovery disruption. So a little bit different there. And then the main one is going to deal additional damage 1 time, 200% attack. Effects are beautiful on it though. But we can't just pull these. I don't know how we even get them, honestly. That's the confusing part. How do we even get these relics? That's what doesn't make any sense. All right, let's go in and take a look at his skills before we go back in. I want to see how this looks. That's pretty cool. Ooh, the slash, yeah. Yeah, I like it. All right, yeah, that looks cool. What's his 2nd skill look like? Ah, simple. Okay, we're on 3 times speed. I should have slowed that down. All right, so Flame Relic sounds really good, but it's the wrong element for Eldry anyway, so it is what it is. Token of Submission. This would be the one that's best against Eldry, right? We want to go against the Frost, but we can't get these other relics, so it's kind of sad. Yeah, this sounds amazing. Again, why would they make like the best relic for the thing they're trying to advertise them for not be obtainable? And what's the point of even showing us all these relics when we can't even get them? How do we get them? We can't get relics. I don't understand how, like, the summons for the relics are going to work. They make no sense whatsoever. Because they say you can only get the relics through the rate-up summons. But no, you can't. It's not like they're in the pool. It's not like you can pull his relic. You just pull whatever one he comes with, which is Frost. And then here, it's not like all of a sudden Gilroy's relics are added here. They're not. They're not added here. So how do we get it? Hell, even, like I said, you wear it. Never been added to the pool. How do we get her special relics? It doesn't make any sense that they would not put a... They should do a separate special banner that is a rate-up summon banner for his relics. So then if you want to get his relic specifically, you can. Or maybe, you know, maybe it's got its own special currency. Or maybe it just goes with the flame ones. And you can choose to tick it on or off for increased chances to pull it. I don't know, but something needs to change there. That doesn't make any sense. All right, anyway, let's read his passive skills quickly. Wild Invasion. When using a skill 100%, independent chance to grant each ally Bull's favor. Oh, each bull's favorite ally, sorry. Attack increase 2 for 3 turns. Oh, that's great. When attempting to inflict recovery disruption, 100% chance to charge vigor by +2. And then, Enduring Mark, when attacking, 100% chance to inflict healing decay on the selected target for 2 turns. Healing decay restores target's HP, but takes a set amount of damage in return. It's considered recovery disruption. So this counts. Okay, when they talk about, like, if the target has recovery disruption, then does more damage, healing decay counts as well. Okay, I like it. I like it, but I still wish the other relics were easier to obtain. It doesn't really make sense. So yeah, he's definitely meant to be a main. I think meant to be a main DPS. I don't know. Certainly seems like it. They do recommend attack and crit, or I guess you could say accuracy as well if you need to make sure you land. Or the second set could also be the counter set. So when you get hit, you have a chance to attack again and also place the debuff and do some damage. But yeah, just basic damage dealer type stats are suggested for him. He's a damage dealer with a bunch of debuffs, but if we're just let's take a look at how we'd probably use him we'd prioritize his second skill. I don't like that. It does no damage. This is another one where if you do your second skill, you do no damage. But if you don't do your second skill, you get none of those great buffs. So I don't know. I feel like he needs his third skill to be a damage dealer, of course, because then what? You can't just buff yourself and do nothing every time. So if we prioritize the second skill with the way the game is now, he's just never gonna do damage. This game is silly. Okay, I don't know, guys. I'm torn on how to feel about him. I don't even know if I can pull for him personally. I do have 33, so I'm getting there. I don't know. I think he sounds really cool, but I feel like it's a Uera situation where she sounded so amazing for Yaskaleg, but then when you actually use her, the kit doesn't make sense because you can't prioritize skill 2 then skill 3, or else they will just always use the skill 2 first. And the same thing with him. He needs to use skill 2 then skill 3, but we can't make that happen unless we manual every single battle, which we're not doing when we're farming. So I feel like this is another missed opportunity from the game. If they're going to introduce these type of characters that need to do skill orders, they need to change their skill presets in the battle settings. But all right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. This was a lot. There's a lot of news. This was a long video. There were chapters. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget tomorrow to extend your support. If you're a supporter now, it really has been exciting to see the amount of support, and I hope it can continue.